climate change.
I'm concerned, and I'd like to hand this to other people because it's really awful when we just get one or two people speaking, and I would like to hand this to other people. My concern as a person from Frack Free Taranaki, born and bred here, is, well, it's a lot of things, but one of them is the well casing. For people who haven't seen it, there's the Josh Fox YouTube follow-up to his movie Gasland, and it's a 20-minute thing on YouTube. It's called The Sky is Pink, and he talks about a number of things, but the one that really shocked me was that 6% of the well casings fail in America, this is, quite soon, and within 30 years, 50% of the well casings have failed. Now we already have well casing failure in this country that's happened, according to Sarah Roberts, who obviously knows a lot about it. And so Josh Fox was saying well casings are not just for a short amount of time, they are forever. If we're not to have gas getting and oil getting into water and out into the air. And the same companies are building, Halliburton is supplying the resources for our wells here. Not that they're ours, they don't belong to us, but as the same companies are involved and the laws are no different. So, well, go figure. And who would like this after me? Put your hand up, please, who would like to speak.
Sorry.
Be brave. Be brave for our whenua. For our Koterangi. Be brave. Kia kaha.
I guess I would like to acknowledge the people who have stood in these kinds of places before over the last many decades. And I'm hoping that maybe amongst you there are people who've got a few grey hairs like me, and that maybe are, as I am, retired. Because I think it's obvious in the United States, it's obviously in the United States that the opposition, is this better? The opposition to the Keystone Pipeline has been particularly obviously the presence of older people is there, because I think as we get to our 60s and 70s, we begin to understand that the future is in our children, and that our ancestors have looked towards us as the hope that we are the future for them. And in the same way now, I wonder, the people who are collecting the money that is in large quantities, let's remember that in 2012, I'm so old I can't move into the new century. In 2012, the company known as ExxonMobil made the second highest profit ever made by any company in the history of money making. It made $48 billion clear profit US in 2012. So that's why there are people who are interested in this. That's why there are people who are so taken by the idea of making some money out of this wanton destruction of their children's futures. The only company that had ever made any more money than ExxonMobil made in 2012, there we go again, 2012, was in 28. Guess which company topped their own record? In 28, the company known as ExxonMobil made $49.5 billion. I think they're hoping to someday, if the oil price goes high enough, to top the $50 billion. There is a massive amount of money here. Let's remember though that as we get older and as we are retired, we are people who can look to the future and maybe have a small income and don't have to worry about losing our careers, losing our homes, or having to bail out on a mortgage. There are people in this region that are suffering desperately because they have been hoodwinked into being part of this folly, this terrible investment which will have a ongoing and ultimately desperate effect on the future of Papatūānuku and all their children. Kia ora koutou katoa. I guess I want to finish with something which kindergarten level for real, but I want to finish with something like pride. And it basically says, let's acknowledge all our ancestors and all the places from which we come. Kia te manu tini kua mini ki ngā Waiki katoa. Rātou te tūtūtanga o te pōhu, te whiunga o te kupu I ngā wā takatū ai rātou. Hei oi waiho ake rātou ki a rātou, tātou te urupā o rātou mā, nā waihotanga mai hapai nei I o rātou wawata. Tūmanako hoki, kia ora, kia ora, kia ora tātou kia.
Hey, hey, ho, ho! Turkey drilling's got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho! Turkey drilling's got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho! Turkey drilling's got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho! Turkey drilling's got to go! Hey, hey, climate, justice, climate, justice, climate, justice, climate, justice, climate, justice. Stop the you say drilling, stop that, drilling, stop that, drilling. Stop the you say drilling, stop that, drilling, drilling. No drill, no spill. 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 No drill, no spill.
We need you to move away from
Yeah, I understand that, but that's not my call.
Obviously, we can if we can do it in the most peaceful way that we can.
Absolutely, we're committed
But
to that.
otherwise, we will have to get other police down here and move. So, just move away without any hassle. Carry on with your protest.
Titiro, titiro, kita manga tito ya. Hunga o pari akka waito toroa. Ngati moia hunga ti haupoto. Kote tapiri tanga iteka uo kitori akaito akaitoa. Goto ukote kutina manuerua. Ripatu te oriri kiterani marie. No way, no way. Koi te pahua tanga o pari aka ue, ue, ue ha.